Hello and welcome back. It's Red Knight here, and I'm about to review a level 68 farm. Now, the name of this farm is called Dingle Farm, and I must admit I do like this farm, and it reminds me very much of its brother farm actually done by the same person that I reviewed earlier, and I gave that one quite a high score. Now, will I be doing the same with this one, I wonder? Now, as I zoom out and I look around, I'm quite pleased again with what I'm looking at. There's an awesome mix of paths, water ditches, bushes, trees, walls, and many other things. I just love this area across the road here. Look at the way they're actually using the water ditches there with some nice pathways, and the land area itself. You could imagine just harvesting that whole area. Look at the way the water just runs down the edge of the farm there, except for where the rocks are in the way, and it just basically just curls around those rocks. You've got a nice border pattern of the trees going all the way down the bottom and then back up the back by the side of the cliff as well. And everything that's actually within the farm is nicely laid out. It blends in very well, and it's separated very nicely. Just look at this area over here. I like the fact that you've got this grey stone wall between the animal pens, and again using the bushes as well as a nice separation piece. You've got your feed mills just towards the end of those as well, and then the stables running down the back there for your horses and your donkeys to be relaxed. Now, it does look good, and you've basically feel that you could walk around this farm very nicely. Now, let's just say I wanted to go to the mine. I've got a nice little brown pathway that actually goes behind the bushes and takes me straight to the mine, and then I can go off in any direction again. Even coming back towards the farmhouse, everything is really separated so well. And again, you can see that this person's actually put the time and effort into this farm, just like they did with their last one that they've actually created. Now, why not check out the other farms that I've done? See if you can actually find the farm that was created by this person, and maybe you can understand why I like these farms so much. Look at this area just here. You've got a nice selection of dead trees, you've got your headstones, you've got your cauldrons there as well. It creates a really nice spooky effect just to the front of those smelters, and I can imagine this whole area being dark and then basically showing off or lighting up this whole area with the fireplaces. Now, this is one of my wishes for the future, to actually be able to have a night and day effect within the game, and it would be a wonderful option to be able to just click a button and say you can have a night option and day option, or you can just keep it as a day option. The choice would be yours, but imagine how this would look awesome. Now, I like the fact here that you've got the stone walls again, but they're actually not joined up and they're separated by the brick walls. That's actually quite an interesting concept, and again, it really does flow well. Look at these machines as they're separated. They don't feel cramped. Okay, you've got the nice little different pathways there as well, and it's actually a good blend. Looking to the left and right of these machines, you can see where he's used the cherry trees as well, and it does look good. You're coming back down here again, you've got some more animal pens, and again they're separated by the bushes. Overall, I'm very pleased. I even like the fact that they're using the statue here with the waterfall and the bridge over the actual pond as well, and then using the hedgerows here in the center. It looks good. If you want to, you can just stand there and just enjoy the gentle breeze as it blows the water down through the farm. I could just sit on that seat as well and just feel really relaxed. A nice cup of coffee from my flask, maybe a nice little ploughman's lunch as well that the farmer's wife would have made me. Awesome. Now, maybe I would like to take a little walk over that bridge and then sit down on that little swing chair. Maybe grab myself another coffee from the kiosk. Or I might take a little bit of further walk here, go back up the pathways and sit in the gazebo. Everything here really does blend well, and I have no basic complaints at all about this farm. I would strongly recommend looking at this farm, copying some of the ideas and the concepts here and adding them to your own farm. It's a place that actually feels like it's being used. You can work it very nicely. And as I jump to the town, you can see the same kind of principle was actually being used in this area. A nice mixture of the hedgerows, again a nice blend of the pathways. Okay, I'm not too pleased by the town hall. I think maybe the topiary that's there is a little bit too much, but I do like some of what I'm looking at here. I'm not too pleased about the old birthday cake. I kind of wish that you would lose that birthday cake from this town area. I don't think it goes so well with your design, but I do love this beach effect. I like the fact that the wall is staggered and you've actually used the barrels and the hay bale. It does feel quite nice. I like this little section here where you've got the trees surrounded by the rose bushes. Now personally, I'd like to see a little break in those rose bushes, so I could actually sit on the beach, go and sit under the tree if I wanted to, and I wouldn't have to squash those roses to get to that area. Again with the fountain here, I'd like to be able to go to the fountain without treading on the bushes to get to it. I do like it, but those are just my suggestions. This effect here with the actual coughing, it's interesting you've got that with the haunted tree in the back there, and I can imagine this being set up for a Halloween effect. Now for me at the moment it's quite summery here in Japan, and I've still got another month or so to go before it gets to October, so it kind of feels a little bit too early. Now maybe if you'd used those in the dead tree area on your farm, it might have gone well together. This is what I mean down here in this bottom hand corner by the actual birthday cake. It doesn't blend in very well, especially between those two trees. I'd like to see that disappear and maybe something else used in its place for relaxation purposes. Then I think maybe that would be much nicer. Okay, the farm I'm completely satisfied with. There's a couple of areas within the town that I wasn't overly impressed with. I'd like to see some spaces between the actual rose bushes so I can actually sit under the trees, and I'd like to see this cake disappear, even though it does have Chick Norris inside. But please put that one back into storage. The same with the Halloween decoration. I'd like to see that changed as well. Now overall I'm very impressed with this town and farm. Okay, it's not as perfect as the one that he's done previously, but I do love this a lot, and overall I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5 score because I am again very satisfied. Now just making those few changes I suggested, then it would probably give me a nice little 5 score. Okay, right, that's it for this farm. It's a level 68, it's Dingle's. If you're friends with this person, please do have a look and check it out because it is a really nice location. And this happens to be one of my favorite parts just there, closely followed by the water effect. So as I said, it's a 4 out of 5. Okay, that's the end of this video. Please do subscribe for more cool reviews, and do send me a link to any of the actual links that I'm going to include at the end of this video. Friend me, send me a photo, ask me to come and review, and I will get to your farm as fast as I can. And I am the 51st person to like this one. Awesome! Okay, that's it for me everybody. Have a happy heyday, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye!